are off. We are going on an adventure this weekend. Honk honk. So we've got some fun stuff planned. We're going to South Louisiana, past Baton Rouge, not quite to New Orleans. We're going to be staying at an RV resort on the Mississippi River. We're going to be doing a swamp tour this weekend.
I enjoyed that. We also saw a bald eagle, gators, turtles.
There's a cat
behind me.
Snakes.
Yeah, a snake.
One snake.
Yeah, what's an, like, what is that? A crane bird? Egret. We saw an egret. And we saw a lot of things: big gators, small gators, baby gators.
So we're going about 3 hours south of Alexandria, and we're going to be staying at Poche Plantation RV Resort, literally on the Mississippi River. We're super excited about this. The weather could not be more spectacular. It's like 60 degrees, beautiful sunshine, breeze blowing, Easter weekend. This is going to be nice.
Yeah, it's saying 58 degrees right now on the rig. It is beautiful. It's windy. It's pushing this thing all over the highway right now, but it's beautiful. I think the lows are going to get like the 40s, mid 40s, highs in the 60s, maybe 70s, but it's perfect weather. So we're excited. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Got the boys with us, so finally get to go camping with the kids. Looking forward to this. So we just stopped off at our first little rest stop, and we decided to go ahead and have some lunch. So this is our first time having lunch all together as a family.
On the road.
On the road in the RV, and the first meal is, of course, a bologna sandwich.
Dad and Colby had bologna sandwiches. Me and Cameron had ham and cheese sandwiches. With Pringles.
I just had a bologna sandwich without the bread. Yeah, a piece of bologna and a cheese wheel.
So this is Cameron and Colby's spot.
Colby's more comfortable than me. I like sitting on this because I usually cross my legs.
Yeah.
It's more comfortable. I can do that on the road.
Are y'all comfortable?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've got their own cup holders, seat belts. So this is a really secure spot to ride, and it's quite comfy right here.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like when we're rolling down the road, when the unit's all slid in.
Plenty of room to move around. There's about 7 or 8 RVs doing exactly what we're doing because it's lunchtime. So everybody just pulls off to the rest stop, makes some lunch. That's the beauty of having an RV.
And there's a lot of RVs out today, we noticed. You know, Easter weekend, everybody's going camping, and the weather's beautiful.
We've counted 27 on the road so far, and we're only about an hour and a half into the trip.
All right, let's check to see if the scooter's still tightened down good. Oh, yeah. All right, we're good. Let's finish up lunch, and we're going to get back on the road, head south.
This is a good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to buy.
So we are here, we are all set up. We're staying at Poche Plantation for the weekend. So we are working with the Louisiana River Parishes Tourism Board on this stay. So there's a link down in the description. Go check out their website. There's so much to do in this area. This tourism board covers 3 parishes all in South Louisiana. There's food, amazing food, swamp tours, airboat tours. You can even do a kayak tour, which we are not going to attempt. It's a little chilly outside, and we didn't bring swimsuits, so we're not going to do the kayaking, but we are going to do swamp tours this week. What are you doing, silly?
Distraction.
Okay, so we are about to go walk to the on-site restaurant. We're going to eat here at least once during our stay, but I was just talking to the manager here, and she said she thinks it's seafood night, and Jason's got a craving for crawfish, so we're gonna go take a walk down there and see what's on the menu for tonight. It's dinner time. So there is an on-site restaurant here at Poche Plantation, and we are about to go in and have some yummy, yummy Southern food. We already took a peek at the menu, and pretty much any kind of seafood you can think of they have here. Their special tonight is catfish, what did they say? Catfish atchafalaya, I think. And it's fried catfish with crawfish etouffee on top. And there's live music in there, so it's going to be really, really loud once we get in. There won't be any of us talking to the camera. We're just going to be able to like show the food, give it a big thumbs up, because you're not going to be able to hear anything we say once we step foot through those doors.
An angel sent from heaven, you're everything that's good. You're perfect just the way you are. I wouldn't change you if I could. The king, from loneliness to a wedding ring, you made a place and I want tonight.
In my opinion, it doesn't get any better than this. These guys are fantastic. Doing it the right way. Cajun country.
Son of a gun, we'll have big fun down the bayou. Jump on like crawfish pie, filet gumbo. Why you roll smoke? Why must you live out the song that you wrote?
The band took like a 10-minute break, so we thought we would just record for a second because we can't really talk with the band playing, but man, they're good. It's old school country music they're playing, and I don't typically like old school country music, but I'm so enjoying it in this environment. And this one knows every song.
Not every.
Not every, but a lot.
A lot.
When you're in deep south on the Mississippi, they serve pickled okra with your salad. Oh.
Big piece of catfish with crawfish etouffee on top of it.
Oh, that's so good.
That is good.
Oh, this is so worth the wait.
Oh my god. He said it's so worth the wait.
Oh, that's so good. This is good too. That is delicious.
Cameron's got the catfish plate.
Excuse me.
And Colby got the shrimp platter. Jason got a big old steak.
The floor over you. I can't slip away, that is true. I'm hoping
Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. Louisiana Saturday night.
But you don't have to call me darling, darling.
Man, we had a good time tonight. So we've closed the place down. We were the last ones to leave, but their music is so good that we were just sitting there and listening to the music and enjoying ourselves. And we've been here like 3 hours, but I mean, we don't have far to go. We just walked to the RV over there. But man, good night, good food, good music. 2 thumbs up.
It was quite lovely.
It was.
You can go ahead. Sorry,
Sorry.
man. We're just doing a little recording session over here.
Yeah, from the outside, it's like, just looks like a little hole in the wall, but you come in and just the inside, the way they've got it decorated is so cool. And like different light fixtures hanging all over the place, brooms from the ceiling, which we were told we will hear the story tomorrow, because tomorrow we're getting a tour of the plantation house and there's a story to those brooms.
That's right. So that's going to be interesting. Check out these windows.
Stained glass, yeah.
Aren't those the coolest windows? And check out this old southern porch.
Yup.
You know, they know how to build porches in the South.
I love me a good rocking chair.
All right, so night 1 down in the books. Here at Poche Plantation, just a nice little Easter getaway with the boys. What a great way to spend the weekend down in the woods in the deep South, listening to some good classic country music, eating some delicious Southern cooking.
My tummy's happy.
We're happy. I'm happy.
Very happy. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning. Good night. If you're new to our channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like and follow along on our adventures. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of Louisiana travels right now. We're going to see our state, and then after that, we're hitting the road around the United States. So we've got a lot of really cool things to plan.
Absolutely. Come on. Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
And we are about to make some pancakes, or I'm about to make some pancakes. Kroger brand buttermilk pancake mix. Aunt your mama. We got our Miss Butterworth. I asked the boys, I said, do you want me to mash some bananas up in it? And we could have some Jack Johnson banana pancakes. And they said, no. Time to cook. All right, so I made the batter in this, but realized it doesn't have a pour spout, so that's not going to pour the pancakes very good. So I just poured it in some cups that Elisa had, and I can squeeze the cup and kind of make myself a pour spout. So we're going to see how that works. So we need to get us a bowl with a pour spout. We're learning as we go. Lisa got these awesome little Yeti coffee mugs, and they're awesome. I love them. So I made the boys some pancakes, some buttermilk pancakes. I made me a couple of fried eggs, and I like to douse mine with lots of Tabasco sauce. I mean, a lot. And you know what? I would say that we all fit in here pretty good.
I agree.
You know, I mean, it's wide enough. If it was any narrower, it would be an issue, but the only issue is the boys are kind of tall. Well, they're not short, but they have if they were any taller, they'd probably have a little trouble sleeping in this dinette area, because they're just almost too tall for it, basically. Ah, it's a beautiful day. Yeah. I don't know how many fish you're going to catch in there, but if you do, definitely release them. because I think if you catch like 3 or 4, you're pretty much not gonna have any more fish in that pond. Yeah, so we didn't completely hook everything up yesterday, like our dump and stuff, because we're gonna take off and go do some swamp tours today. We're gonna go eat some restaurants today, get some good seafood, and we're gonna do it in the RV because we don't have a tow vehicle. We have the scooter, but there's 4 of us. So if it was just me and Elisa, we'd just hop on the scooter and we'd go, but since there's 4 of us, we're just gonna go ahead and unhook our city water and our electric, and we're gonna go run the roads today and do all that stuff.
Now, in most of the other mansions, especially the Greek revivals and the French Renaissance mansions, the biggest room in the mansion is always on the 2nd floor, right in the center. And that's considered to be the ballroom or the dining room. But in the Victorian, that's not the case. Directly above us is another hallway, exactly like this one, with the bedrooms all on each side. And the reason for the huge dormers, which are on either end of that big hallway, same as the doors here. When it gets hot up there, they can open the windows in the dormers, get the breeze through the 2nd floor and cool the 2nd floor. But now this is a social parlor, and the judge was very active in the community. He practiced law here, and he had lots of clients, and he practiced law right out of his house. So he had a lot of visitors. And the visitors would come in, and they'd all sit around in here in the parlor, and they'd gossip or talk until it was time for a meal to be served. Then they'd go back to the dining room. Judge's study. That's a picture of Judge Poche back there on the wall. Judge Poche was born and raised right here in St. James Parish. When he graduated from high school, he was sent to Kentucky to study law. He got his law degree in Kentucky. He began to practice law in Kentucky. While he was practicing law in Kentucky, he organized a group of Kentucky lawyers into an organization. He wrote the Constitution and created the organization, and he was elected the first president of the Kentucky Bar Association. That association became quite well known, and eventually they began taking in members from some of the surrounding states. And when that happened, they reorganized. Once again, he wrote a new constitution. Once again, he was elected the first president of the American Bar Association. When Mark started to redo the mansion, he was digging inside of a wall somewhere, and he found some old pictures. And he's relatively certain that those pictures were taken inside of the mansion. One of the pictures was a picture of a 4-poster bed. He took that picture to a friend of his up in Prairieville who was an amateur woodcrafter. And that gentleman obtained enough old cypress that he built this bed from the picture. And when you can see the bed and look at it, you can fully understand why we didn't put it upstairs.
So Poche Plantation was built in 1870, and it was actually much closer to the Mississippi River. So you can see the levee behind me right now. That levee was not there when this plantation was built. So when the Army Corps of Engineers came to build this levee, they told homeowners that they either had to move the building themselves or it would be torn down. But because this building is what it is, the size, it's considered a mansion, the Army Corps of Engineers actually moved it back for them. So it was professionally moved, and there was very, very little damage done to the building. It was put on a much more sound structure, and so the house is in better shape now because of the removal from the river. So obviously we can't see the river right now, but the Mississippi River is right over that levee. let's talk about the colors of this building really quick. So whenever the house was first built in 1870, it was painted white, as most manors of the time were. But whenever it was refurbished a few years back, it was painted pink. I'm not sure the story behind that, but I did hear a neat story about the ceiling. So if you come up and you look, the porch ceiling is painted blue. So that's unusual to paint a porch ceiling blue, but the reason for that is to keep the wasps away. So when wasps come up here, they see the blue ceiling, they think it's sky, and they don't build nests under here. So I thought that was pretty neat. The other neat thing about this porch, and the reason these houses have these big porches, is because there was no air conditioning when these houses were built. So people stayed outside a lot because there's a nice breeze coming off the river. But you'll see there's hooks all the way around the porch, and they would hang mosquito netting out here, and when it was really hot, they would bring their beds out here and sleep on the porch because there was no air moving inside the building.